Hey guys, JH, welcome to Practice Tea, and it's as hot as Hades here today. It's amazing how hot it is. Okay guys, what I want to do today, and based on the theme that we're having generally going forward, which is talking about and doing tips about general golf swings, in conventional golf swings. Over and above all the mechanics in the golf swing, if you can just do one thing in any golf swing you use, I think it will benefit you. And that is what I call equilibrium of balance and homeostasis of mass positioning. We want to get in a state of homeostasis, and that we're here and everything is just totally in sync and balanced. How do we do that in a golf swing? Well, what happens in a lot of golf swings, if in terms of balancing mass and the proportions of mass, or the components of mass, which are the upper body, the mid-section, the legs and the buttocks and all that type of thing, and even the arms and all that type of thing. They're all components, and they're all components of mass. So in order to balance those, I'll show you the perfect balance of mass in component form. That's perfect balance of mass in component form. There it is. It's equally distributed, vertically and horizontally. What is unbalanced proportions of mass? This. They're all parts of the anatomy and the portions of the mass. You know, the torso and the legs and the shoulders and all that type of stuff. They're all out of the balance planes, and the balance planes are vertical and horizontally combined and set. The horizontal and vertical centers of gravity are just set in position. Now, how does that apply to a golf swing? And how do we get those out of play in a golf swing? Well, if I set up, if I'm totally balanced here, with my hands in front of me here, and I am, why would I ever change that? Why would I get out of balance by doing this? Or this? Or this? Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just take my grip here with the club directly in front of me, put the club down there, and never move? Now, you couldn't push me over with the bulldozer. From here, I promise you. You couldn't push me over with the bulldozer. And you know when you're in balance, when you're proportionally in balance horizontally and vertically, when you're in this position here. When you're there, when you're balanced. Now, if I went down and I jumped up like that, I'm jumping vertically up. I'm jumping absolutely vertically up. Perfectly vertically. If I had my weight over here and I jumped, I'd be jumping over here. Or if I had it back here and I jumped, I'd be jumping back. Or conversely, if I had it forward and I jumped, I'd be jumping over there. So the simplicity is, guys, just set your body in vertical and horizontal equilibrium or homeostasis. And what is that? It's this. The club's there right in front of us, here. The name on your grip here is what I call zipper centered. Steve Walters from Bayou Golf used the term the other day, zipper orientated. And guys, this is our zipper for a guy. And even the girls have they have a seam or a belly button zipper. There it is, guys, look. Why would you do anything more than that? Why do we, impact is going to be that. But why do we have to set up like that? And why do we have to get this far behind the ball? You know why we have to do that? Because everyone's always done that for time immemorial, or since time immemorial. They've all done that. It's just tradition. You don't have to do that. Why not just set up proportionally balanced? Here. See this Y? Yeah. Don't change the Y. Don't change the structure of the Y. We've just changed the angulation or the angularity of the Y there. We brought the bottom part of the Y there into line with this side of the Y instead of having three components of the Y. One component, one component, one component. Keep them there. Why would you have them any differently? Now when I'm there, guys, I feel unbelievably balanced, and I think, why would I ever not want to be in that position? It just makes so much sense. And it stops all the convoluted machinations that we see with people when they're setting up the golf balls. Coming in here, they're putting the club down and getting the shoulder here and all that type of stuff. Okay, we do a lot of that with channel lock. And there's a reason for that, because the channel lock is very, very specific and geometry specific. So we do that. But in a conventional golf swing, you don't have to do that. Conventional golf swing, we should just come in here, get in here, get the balance factor, and the balance factor is our legs are nicely bent, our buttocks just sitting out in space a little bit, and here we are. Now that's perfect balance there, guys. Look at that. Why would I change that? Why would I go to here or to there? Why would I cock my head over here? Everybody talks about secondary tilt at impact. Secondary tilt's there because you've got secondary tilt at address and you want to mirror that, but you don't need that. Guys, I'll show you. And again, sticking with the theme that I always have in that I always start my practice session with the driver, I'll just show you what equilibrium of balance is all about. Now we've got some goalposts up here now, and I've got my cameraman here, who's my son, and he can verify what's going on here. First shot of the day, guys. We're just going to aim at the goalposts up there, and we're going to be in balance. We're going to have that golf ball zipper orientated or belly button orientated. Hands are going to be there. We're going to have the Y in formation. We're not going to deconstruct the Y by putting it there or here. The Y is going to be in place. And then all we're going to do is we're going to take that Y back from there. This is the other part of the structure. Don't add anything to that Y in the backswing. And to use a pun here, why is that so, JH? Because if you take that structure away, going back and you break that structure down, you've changed all the geometry. Why not just take that Y back as long as you can and feel like the Y never breaks down? It will break down through momentum and loading, but feel that it never breaks down. Just feel like you take it back and it never breaks down. And that does two things. It keeps that formation in place, it keeps your balance in place, and it creates some nice width in the backswing, but it also gets the club staying down. As soon as we cock the wrists off the club, off the ball, we're elevating the club. I never want to elevate the club. I always want to take the club back like that. For me, if I could drag my knuckles on the ground, and it's only the turning of the shoulders and the last bit of the momentum that elevates the club. So here, guys, first shot of the day, and this is what we call mass balance equilibrium. We're putting all our components in the place. And the good thing about this, guys, look how easy it is to line up. If we've got that club there to start with, look, I just get in here, then I just spread the legs, hunker down, and there, guys, there's a goal, right between the two middle posts. First shot of the day. Okay, you can still, if you want to, after you've started your downswing, you can still have the clearance of your hips if you want to. I've got a lot of Mo Norman in my golf swing and a lot of channel lock in it, so I'm going to have my legs probably more bent at impact than you would have in a normal. But I'll do this with a normal golf swing, and I'll just do the rotation out of the way as we would with a normal golf swing, but from that center position. Okay, so I'm over here, guys, look. Here. Club's still pretty low. But that's so simple. And you know the good thing about that? By being in this position here like this, with the hands here, and that little bit of cup in that lead wrist, we've got the proper loft on the golf club. And the face is pointing at the target. As soon as we come in here with some lead arm progression here, invariably, as soon as you get the handle forward, it opens the club face. And that's why most club players, when they try and emulate that type of pro position at address, they've got the club face aiming right and hit the ball to the right. But when you get in here like this, guys, with this little bit of cup here, and everything body centered, we just hunker down. I've just rotated around there. But I don't think of anything happening. I just don't think of anything happening. Nothing. And they're dead centre. Here, look at this. Hunker down. Zipper centred. Head in the middle of the body where it's designed to be. We don't want to cock it over here. As soon as we cock it over here, watch the knock-on effect. My knees want to do that. My hips want to shuttle. Shoulders want to cock up. Everything changes with just a little subtle movement of the head. Just keep everything. If anything, in order to maintain the 5 o'clock nose that we want to in the golf swing, just turn your eyes a little bit to the right and try and keep the eyes behind the nose. You don't have to, well, you can turn your head as long as you don't tilt it. You can turn it, that's still in position, yeah. And that's how we get the bead on the ball out of the lead eye. Okay, so here, this is the format, guys. Take the club here, put it in the middle of your body, get it there, look at the shaft with both eyes, binocular vision. It's right in the middle of the nose. Come in here, put it down, don't change anything, hunker down. And just kill it. Now, for people that are a little, what I call under releases, in that they don't release the club enough through impact, and that is just getting the face squared up or a little bit closed. With the ball back there in that position, if you don't release it, the ball, it will invariably push to the right a little bit. Now you can play with that by aiming just a little bit left, or you can actually just shut the face down a little bit at address, just shut it down and then re-grip it, or you can actually just be a little bit more aggressive with the squaring up of the club face through the ball. But if the ball just continually starts to, for right-handed to the right, out there from that centre position, just shut the face down a little bit at address, and just roll, get a little bit more the doorknob through the ball. Here we are. Everything's centered. The good thing is, guys, the ball ain't never going left, ever. Okay, guys. Last shot. Okay, push it back, James. Now there's a goal. Right between the posts. Getting applause from the cameraman. And guys, the good thing is, because we're in such a geometrically perfect position, not much can go wrong with the swing. And when you pitch the ball, you're going to hit some little pitch shots. I won't hit any, but I want to show you the position. Yeah, no, just, no, we'll do it, yeah. Yeah, guys, now what could be simpler than this? You see most people, the machinations that people go through when they set up for a little pitch shot. Going to hit a little pitch shot 50 yards to a bucket here. Most people come in here and they get in here and hands are forward, body's back here. Why would you do that? Just come in, have the ball centered, here, there, just balance, push the club back, go in. Whew, That almost went, we've got a bucket there that we pick the balls up. It's about that long, about that wide. It almost went in the bucket. What could be more simple than that, guys? Right. We're just going to push it back. That'll go in. Ooh, that's like 2 inches from going in the bucket. And we've got a witness here with the cameraman. But that's simple, guys. How simple is that? Why would you want to be here or there? Or try and cut across it? Don't do anything. Just take it back square to square. Sit in here. Push the club back. And that's how Mo Norman actually pitched the ball. But he pitched it from a forward ball position. Not so much as far forward as he did with his driver. But here, guys, just push it back. And don't think about cocking the club up. Just push it back, windscreen wiper. Here. Let the legs react. Let the legs react. Just a windscreen wiper. Here. Okay, guys, it's very hot. I've got to get out of here. Okay, we're going to try and tune our shot tracer today, if we can. So maybe from some of the videos on, we'll have the shot tracer on, but we're going to do that. Okay, guys, that's just simplistic. Maintain the Y, maintain the balance. Don't do anything convoluted. You don't have to.